Imagine waking up tomorrow and everything feels heavier. Your body, your bed, the air itself pressing down on you. You try to stand, but your legs buckle. You attempt to breathe, but your lungs struggle against the invisible weight. This is life in a world where gravity has suddenly doubled. At first, chaos would erupt instantly. Our skeletons and muscles are designed for Earth's gravity as it is. Doubling that force would crush the unprepared. Standing, walking, even lifting an arm would feel nearly impossible. For many, bones would fracture under the sudden load, and the weakest among us, the elderly, the sick, children, would face the greatest danger. The world would feel like a giant, merciless weight pressing down without pause. Buildings, bridges, cars, airplanes, none of them were engineered to handle this new reality. Skyscrapers would crumble under their own weight. Bridges would collapse like snap twigs, and airplanes would never again take flight. The dream of soaring through the skies would become a memory of the past. Infrastructure everywhere would break apart, plunging entire cities into ruin. Humanity would watch as centuries of architectural achievement turned into rubble within hours. But survival instincts are strong. Slowly, humans would begin to adapt. Some might crawl instead of walk, spreading their weight to reduce strain. Others would modify tools and vehicles to carry the crushing loads. Life would become slower, more deliberate, more painful. Everyday tasks like eating, cooking, or working would feel like labors of exhaustion. Gravity would shape every action, every breath. Food production would collapse in the early days. Farmers couldn't work their fields. Machinery would fail under the doubled weight, and transporting supplies would be a nightmare. But human creativity has always been strongest in crisis. Communities would pool resources, invent new farming techniques, and adapt equipment with reinforced materials. Necessity would force rapid innovation. Society itself would change. Wealth and power might shift to those who can afford new technologies and exoskeletons to withstand the crushing pull. Inequality would deepen as survival became dependent on access to advanced tools. Meanwhile, those left behind might form their own gravity-adapted communities, where life slows down and survival is built on cooperation rather than technology. Our bodies, too, would evolve, but evolution takes time. Over generations, humanity might grow shorter, stockier, and denser, with bones built to withstand pressure and muscles tuned for slow, deliberate movement. The human race would shrink, but strengthen, molded by this new, unforgiving environment. Nature itself would change dramatically too. Trees might collapse under their own weight. Animals would struggle to move, and birds would fall from the sky, their wings useless against the doubled pull. Entire ecosystems would collapse before slowly reorganizing themselves. Only the strongest, most adaptable species would survive. Life on Earth would look unrecognizable within decades. And yet, through struggle, there might be beauty. Imagine sports reinvented for this heavy world, with feats of strength becoming the ultimate expression of human endurance. Imagine architecture redesigned not to defy gravity, but to harmonize with it. Low, sprawling, reinforced cities that hug the earth instead of reaching for the sky. Imagine a new culture where patience, resilience, and cooperation are more valued than speed or ambition. Would humanity thrive in this crushing new reality? Or would we slowly fade, victims of a force we cannot resist? Gravity, the quiet, invisible hand that has shaped us since the beginning, would remind us of its power. In the end, life would not end, it would change. And perhaps, as we adapt, we'd realize that what once felt like a curse had reshaped us into something stronger, more unified, and more aware of the fragile balance we once took for granted. So what if gravity suddenly doubled? Maybe it wouldn't just crush us. Maybe it would rebuild us.